Hang on, I think we were having a minute. It said that we were live, and I don't think we were.
It says it's now streaming live on my side.
Me too. Maybe it's going on there twice. Redirecting. Hello, everybody. So if we're saying this again. All right, we are officially live. I do see this. So good morning, everybody. Those of you that don't know me, my name is Tasha Marsaglia. I'm the Executive Director of the Plainfield Area Chamber of Commerce. And I am getting back into the swing of things of doing our chat with a chamber member. And I have today Miss Diane Mitchell with Keller Williams Infinity. Thank you for joining me.
Good morning, Tasha. Good morning, everybody. I'm happy to be here.
Awesome, awesome. Well, so a couple of the reasons why I like to do this, and I was telling Diane before we actually started, this was something that I felt that once COVID hit, trying to get our members out there more publicly again and get people to know who is a part of the chamber and give you an opportunity to tell a little bit about your business and then just kind of ask some basic questions back and forth. And, I've noticed a lot of things that you've been doing on social media since this all started. I know you were trying to do some before as well, but Diane, if you can just give everybody a little bit of information about you and who your organization that you work for, and then we'll go from there.
Yep. As you said, I'm with Keller Williams Infinity. We actually have two offices, one in Plainfield, one in Naperville. We're dedicated to our community. We try to do as much giving back as we can. Every year we have something called Red Day that's super important that everybody contributes and helps out in the community. One in Plainfield, one in Naperville. We hold integrity at the highest level. And another thing we pride ourselves on is that we're tech enabled. And by that, I mean, Gary Keller spent over $1 billion to give us the technology edge that a lot of other agents don't necessarily have. So we're pretty proud of that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we have a great team. There's so many things we do. We love to help people find their first home. We love to help people move up in homes or downsize. I can even help people in other states. I just had a client that I referred her to an agent in Florida, and they're building a home down there. So awesome. We have pretty wide reach throughout the country and, the world. We have international as well.
Now, how long have you said you've been with Keller Williams?
It will actually, I've been in the business, I'll be going on 3 years soon, but I've been with Keller Williams almost a year. Before that, I was in a smaller boutique agency locally, which was a great experience. Learned a lot there, but then I just expanded into Keller Williams. I knew a few agents there already.
Awesome. Now, how have things, obviously with COVID, how has it changed for you? And not only just in the, taking people into the houses, but what did you really feel that you had to do when this all kind of started?
Yeah, it's an interesting question because when COVID hit, I think everything just kind of froze for a couple of weeks. People weren't quite sure what to do, not just in real estate, but everywhere. And we put things in place like, when you're doing a showing, you wear your gloves, you wear your mask, you take your sanitizer, you only bring 1 or 2 people at most in with you. You don't let them touch anything. Also, social media was a big thing. Doing more online tours for people. If you had an open house, we'd have an actual video of the home so people could see it virtually instead of actually going there. We really were kicked into high gear as far as technology goes, and we just pivoted and shifted and we made it. And, it was amazing to see the market really buzz along. It's been a really busy year.
I was going to say, I feel like it's still trending that way, that it's been very busy for everybody. And, whoever that you're working with, it's been amazing. I know even houses in our neighborhood have gone up and then in 5 days or less, they're gone, so it's nice to see that people are still, wanting to move to the Plainfield area.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of people moving out of downtown Chicago into the western suburbs. And we've also seen a lot of people bidding for the same home, a lot of bidding wars. I put in an offer on one home in Minooka a couple weeks ago, and there were 14 offers on it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so, and I think that's another thing that we do as agents. We try to make sure that our buyers are pre-approved with our lender partners, just to give them that edge. You know, we want to make sure they get the house of their dreams. So we do everything we can possible to enable that.
Yeah. Well, and I can tell you that I see that with you, what you are doing, within your business, but then also for our community. And I know we were talking about this before. You have really jumped into the social media and videos, and I commend you for that because it is a big step for a lot of people. I mean, obviously during COVID, we all kind of had to shift to that. But if you could kind of go into a little bit of detail, what made you to start to do this, but then also can you talk about some of the videos that you're doing for local businesses and things, which I think is really great. I love seeing it. But yeah, I'll let you take it away from there.
Yeah, well, honestly, I wish I could take the credit because I was a video phobe. I didn't want to see myself. I didn't want to hear myself. And then someone said, well, guess what? That's the way you look. That's the way you sound. And that was very freeing. I'm like, well, actually, you know, that's true. If I'm out there and people are seeing and hearing me anyway, what's the big deal? And to give credit where credit's due, I think you know somebody named Joe LaGilia, correct?
I think I do.
Yeah. So he's been instrumental in helping me. And of course, Tom Weiler. I mean, where would we be without Tom with his expertise? But the two of them were really supportive. And Joe said, look, you just do it. He helped me with you just do it. And he helped me a lot with open house videos. And the first one I did, I was so nervous. But once you get over the hurdle of that particular first step, it's really not a big deal. And I see a lot of agents now starting to get more into the video side of things, because let's face it, with COVID, a lot more important information is going on social media, and that's how you can reach out to people safely.
Absolutely.
But yeah, so Joe's been great with that. So then from that point, I decided, well, you know, hey, with what's going on in the community, I know they're all struggling. Small businesses are near and dear to my heart. I have family members back east. As you can guess, I'm not from here. I've lived in Plainfield since '06, but I'm actually originally from Boston, Massachusetts. So I have family in Massachusetts as well as New Hampshire, and they're small business owners, bakery owners, that thing of that nature, that thing. There I go, Tasha. There's the flub. Anyway,
it's all right.
So I know how important it is for the businesses to have that extra light shining on them. And you and I were talking before, do I do it intentionally, or is it kind of on the fly? And the answer that I gave you was it's a bit of both. I was at Steve Baresh's cheesecake store for breakfast one morning, and the breakfast was so phenomenal. I threw the camera at my husband and said, do a video. On the other side of it, I've asked various businesses to sit down with me, like Evan Michael Spa in Plainfield. That's where I get my nails done. And Colleen Evans is the owner, and she sat down with me and we did an interview with her. I have another one coming up with McWethy's Tavern. That was an on the fly one. And Tischler's Market I've done. And it was funny because someone actually messaged me afterwards and they said, oh my gosh, I had no idea Tischler's was there and I've never been before. And they said, it's fabulous.
Oh my gosh.
That makes me feel really good to know that I'm getting people to try different places that they didn't know about. Not that it's all me. I mean, the businesses are obviously doing a great job running their business.
You're hitting a different market of people, not necessarily the people that follow that page. And I think that that's, if there's one huge takeaway when it comes to videos, that's one of the biggest things. Like if you, and you said it, if it's on the fly, but you feel like this is important, you want to get this out, you want to share about these businesses, I think that's extremely awesome because it does reach so many other people that may not be a part of those business pages. And like you said, somebody being able to just message you on the side and go, I didn't even know that was there. I mean, So, I mean, if you think about it, if we could get everybody to do one video a week of a different business that they go into within our Plainfield area, I think it would even target and hit more people within the community. And I do agree with you, everybody is, small businesses, restaurants, everybody's struggling and, being out there being positive about it and supporting these businesses, I think is definitely very huge, especially during these times. So
Yeah. And actually I started off thinking about it because of the Plainfield restaurants and takeouts site that you
mhm,
have. I think that's an awesome way of people to get out there and say, hey, I went to this new place, check it out. I mean, that's another way of doing it. If you're not comfortable with videos, post online, help the businesses that way.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. That's the best thing to do. And, I think that it's brought a lot of people. I will say that, Paige, even to the chamber, we've been able to gain a lot of new members through that because they've seen,
Right.
what we're trying to do. So we appreciate everybody going in there and posting and, putting their reviews and stuff on there. But again, what you're doing is huge. I think that's important.
Thank you.
And it's nice to see a collaboration, pretty much every person that you just talked about that you were doing is also a chamber member, which is awesome. So being able to see that support between each other is really good. And I know we appreciate it and those businesses definitely appreciate it. So
Thank you. There's more to come.
absolutely. Hey, I can't wait. So if there's one thing so far this year that you can take away when it came to COVID, what would it be? What is one big learn that you feel that you've had to step outside the box?
One big learn for me, let's see, that's kind of a hard question because there's quite a few things I learned, but the one big thing I learned, it's not really business related. It's more to take every day as it comes and just really appreciate each day. Try not to get so stressed about everything out here and just focus one day at a time. And I know that sounds really trite, but that's what it's taught me. Appreciate staying home with a good book. Appreciate
Mhm.
having family time. Appreciate that really trashy novel or that bad movie. It's just, and I also, get that takeout from the restaurant down the street and just
Yeah.
enjoy your castle. I mean, don't think about what you can't do. Think about what you can do.
I totally agree. I think that definitely is something that you hit me with that one. That's actually really good. And I'm the one that's got 4 kids up here doing e-learning right now. I should take
God
that in,
bless
right?
you.
No, I appreciate your honesty on that, and I think that's really important, and I think that's a big lesson for all of us during this. I mean, if I look back on, back in March when everything did start to shut down, I can tell you the conversation around our house was, oh, this isn't going to last past May, or this isn't,
Yes.
and it just continued, so we have had to take each day one at a time and, learn to twist and turn. And, it's definitely been a very trying year for everybody. But again, if we can all continue to support each other, I think we're going to be able to get through all of this regardless. So
100%. And Tasha, you guys at PAC, you do an amazing job. I mean,
thank
kudos to
you.
you all. I'm amazed every day at, what I see that you're doing for the community, and
Oh,
applaud to you.
oh, thank you. Well, we have members like you, so that's great.
Thank you.
Well, again, I want to thank Diane for chatting with me for a few moments. As mentioned, we try to do these weekly. We're going to continue these, have some new members that we're going to be talking to as well. Get your name out there, get your business out there. But if you want to have a chat with the chamber or a group chat, we're more than willing to do that with our members as well. We thank everybody for the support. And Diane, thank you for all that you do within our community and supporting everybody. We really, truly do appreciate it.
Thank you. And just to let you know, Joe LaGillia and I will have a 5-part series coming up really soon. So watch for that.
Ooh, can't wait for that.
Thanks so much, Tasha.
No problem. Thank you.
Okay.